The girl was so skinny she looked like just a bag of bones, but she still thought she was fat. Right away, she grabbed a plastic bag, stuck her finger down her throat, and threw up the breakfast she'd just eaten. Next, she took a deep breath and wrapped tape tightly around her stomach. Oh my god, suddenly she had a curvy figure. Everything she did was to get the senior's attention, and luckily, her hard work paid off. The senior came up to her and asked her to meet him at the parking lot after school. But the second the senior put his arms around her waist, the girl froze. She saw a shadow as skinny as a skeleton staring at her from far away. She panicked, but luckily the senior's sweet talk pulled her back to her senses. After school, the girl went to the locker room. Just thinking about the date that night made her jump for joy, but then she suddenly zoned out. She still had a little fat on her stomach, and she was afraid it would ruin the senior's touch. So she ran to the bathroom right away and scrubbed the fat on her waist hard. Even when she started bleeding, she didn't stop. Suddenly, that super skinny shadow appeared again. The girl felt something was wrong, but when she turned around, there was nothing there. She got a little scared, so she went back to the locker room and wrapped her stomach with bandages again. It hurt, but when she saw her curvy body, she smiled with satisfaction. At that moment, the senior actually broke into the girl's locker room, then took her to the swimming pool. Not many people came here after school, so the senior jumped into the pool without saying a word. He splashed around in the water and told her to come in. When he saw the girl hesitate, the senior took the chance to steal her first kiss and pulled her into the water. But the girl couldn't swim at all. She struggled in the water, and in her panic, she saw that shadow again. She was so scared that she climbed out of the pool right away and ran out as fast as she could. But no matter how hard she ran, the shadow kept following her, and before she knew it, she'd run to the playground. The girl screamed for help, but even when her throat got hoarse, no one came. As the shadow got closer and closer, the girl suddenly acted like she was possessed. She tore at the bandages around her waist like crazy. Blood was everywhere, and even when her stomach was all torn up, she didn't stop. Finally, the shadow disappeared. The girl smiled like an angel. Her stomach was already empty from what she'd done. In the end, she died on the playground. So girls watching this, don't go crazy with dieting. Being super skinny isn't pretty. Being a little curvy is the best.